It's been about a month since my last video, and we only have 2 more weeks left of the year. This has been quite the experience, but I want to give you guys an update, let you know what's going on. I will give you guys an update on school, and then we'll talk about YouTube. Then we'll talk about kind of my career and certifications, and then I'll give you an update on Invisalign, and that'll be that for now. Okay, so let's just jump right into school. If you guys are unaware, I am going to Western Governors University, and I'm going for my MBA in IT management. I am still in my first term. I have not finished yet, and my first term officially ends at the end of January. My plan has always been to finish all of the classes by like the end of December and then turn in the final assignment of the final class in January so that I can graduate in 2024, but not push it so far so that I like risk not finishing on time. Because if I exceed that January 31st, I have to pay for another term and it's like $5,000 or something like that. So I've been highly motivated to try to get it done within that one term. That said, though, unfortunately, motivation isn't enough. It has been very difficult for me to try to get these classes done. Although I'm not here to give you a bunch of bad news, I actually have good news. And the good news is that as of yesterday, technically, today is December 17th. So as of yesterday, I have finished 10 out of the 11 classes, and I now have access to the capstone, and it's a pretty good chance I'm going to finish it within the next 2 weeks. If you're curious, the class that took the longest was definitely the data-driven decision-making class. That one took almost 2 months, and I really struggled. It was the first time I had ever failed an OA, and I also failed the PA for that class multiple times to the point where I had to get a course instructor to unlock it. And then the class that I got the closest to failing, I actually failed it on the first time as well, was global economics. The second time, which was yesterday, when I passed it yesterday, I barely passed it. Like I passed it with the minimum score. So it's been an interesting journey, like I said, and I wish I could have shared more with you guys as I was doing it, but yeah, I really had to focus because unlike my bachelor's degree, I didn't know a whole lot going into this one, and I really had to focus. And remember, the stuff that I'm telling you is not meant to discourage you guys or stop you from going to WGU. It's a great school. I like it. I think it was a great degree program. It was just that I had a lot of work to do because instead of going in there knowing most of the material and actually just being able to prove that I knew it, I actually had to go in there and study it and learn it and then prove that I knew it afterwards. So, typical school experience. So yeah, all of the classes are done except for the capstone, and that's great. The other classes are the ones that I was really worried about. These are the classes that could have slowed me down, and some of them did. But now that I've gotten to the capstone, I've heard the capstone is fun. I don't know for sure, how difficult it's going to be. To be honest with you, the capstone consists of 3 tasks, and I've already done task 3. I'm not going to turn it in, but task 3 was pretty simple. It's task 1 and task 2 that I need to actually work on. So I'll probably start working on that tomorrow. And if I can finish in the next 2 weeks, great. If I can't, it's okay. I'm totally fine with not finishing the capstone until like January. If I need to work on it in January, that's okay. It was just the other classes. I did not want to bring in the other classes into January because that would have made me nervous and feel like I'm not going to pass, but we're good to go. So all is well. Oh yeah. Also, the commencement ceremony. The next commencement ceremony for WGU is in March, like mid-March, and I should finish WGU well before then. So I might go to that one. If you guys are working on school and you guys, are going to be finishing up in the next couple months and you're going to go there, let me know. I might be able to meet up with you guys. I think that would be kind of cool. Okay, so let's talk about YouTube. Obviously, it has been about a month since I put out a video, like I said, and the reason why has just been school. That's been my sole focus. And unlike when I did my bachelor's degree, I didn't really realize how difficult this was going to be. I knew that this particular degree was going to be harder, but I didn't realize how much I didn't know and how much I had to learn. And so I kept getting in a situation where it was like, all right, I only have a few hours. I can make YouTube videos or I can study. And as much as I wanted to make videos, I kept falling further and further behind with school. And so I just had to focus on school. And so I'm sorry. I know some of you guys are like, hey, I have this class coming up soon. Where the hell is the video so I can know what to do? And yeah, I'm sorry, but I had to put myself first. I had to get these classes done. And I mean, it's December 17th and I just recently finished the global economics class. So I really had to focus. It wasn't just YouTube either. I actually had to cut off Baldur's Gate 3 all month so that I could finish the financial management and global economics class. I just started playing Baldur's Gate 3 again yesterday, and I played it for like 10 hours straight. So I think I might be cutting off Baldur's Gate 3 again until I finish the capstone. But yeah, it's just, I've been focused on other things. So I have a little bit more time now. So I'm going to try to get back into making the YouTube videos. I know that there's YouTube videos that you guys want for all the classes, and I fully planned on doing them. I still plan on doing them. They're going to be done. Will you get all of those videos this month? Very unlikely. I'm going to try to make them all this month, but more likely than not, you'll get some of the videos for the classes this month, and then you'll get the rest of them next month. Also, sometime before the end of this year, I need to do like a kind of wrap up video. What I always do is at the end of the year, I really reflect on everything that I accomplished in the year, stuff I didn't, etc., etc. So I'll probably make a video like that. And then I'll make a video talking about my plans for 2024, which I don't even know what my plans are going to be yet. I've been that busy. By now, I would have always known like, okay, the next theme is going to be blah, blah, blah. I have no idea. I have to figure it out. I don't have a lot of time. I only have 2 weeks, but that is coming as well. You know, I made this channel because of WGU. Like I was going to, keep the channel while I was doing the whole journey, and then I was kind of going to delete the channel, but I don't know. I probably will keep it because I know a lot of people are getting information from it, but I don't know what direction it's going to be. Like, what do I do once I finish WGU? Do I continue to talk about like pen testing? Do I continue to look into WGU for other people? Do I pursue, software development, because I'm really interested in that as well. There's so many different directions that I can go in. I'm not sure. I don't know what this channel is going to be. I don't want to overthink it right now, but just know that I'll figure it out, and we'll talk about that later. But that's pretty much it for YouTube. So regarding the career and certifications, there's not a whole lot to say here except for one problem, and that is in 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks from today, I need to take the CEH practical exam. And I haven't even started studying for it yet. For those of you who don't know, I got a voucher like at the end of last year. It didn't come from school. I actually paid for the voucher on my own. It was pretty cheap. And so I need to take that exam. It expires on the 31st. And the way that it works is it's a 6-hour exam. You have to do 20 different labs. And I was excited for it, but I'm not really excited for it anymore. I don't care about the CEH. I'm going to attempt it. There's no way that I'm not going to try to do it. I paid for the voucher. However, I have other things going on, and I have not had any time at all to study for it. So I don't even know if I'm going to pass it. I think I'm going to reach out to EC Console, which is the people that made the certification, and I'm going to see if they'll be willing to potentially let me push it out a little bit more. I don't think so. I've already scheduled the exam. I scheduled it a while back, but just so we're clear, I bought it last year in September. You had 3 months to create an account and register it, which I did that. And then from there, you had 1 year to take the exam, which I scheduled for December 31st because that was the last day. So yeah, if I took the exam today, I would miserably fail it because I haven't studied and I'm not ready, but we'll see. I'll take it if I have to, but I'm going to try really, really hard to push it into next year. And with that, I have one more thing to talk about, and that is Invisalign. The good news is that it's worked wonderfully. I am still surprised that it's even worked the way it has, but I do have 2 bad things. Number one is that it's not over. I still have to keep going. In fact, it'll probably be the end of the first half of next year that I will be finished with Invisalign. The other problem is they really, really piss me off because the last time I went, which was it this week? Maybe this week, maybe last week. I went and they took the buttons off my teeth, which they're supposed to. But the problem is that without telling me, without warning or anything, they just started shaving down my teeth. So the top 4 up here, they literally just shaved them down and they didn't tell me. And if they would have told me they were going to do it beforehand, I would have told them like, no, do not shave my teeth down. That's one of the big things that I don't want to have happen. But they didn't say anything. And so I'll be honest, I don't really like my smile. I'm going to get used to it, but that really, really, really pissed me off because obviously when they shave that down, that's permanent. It's not like it's going to grow back. That's not how teeth work. there is a little bit more to the story in terms of things that I've had to have done. I had to have a frenectomy done up here, which is basically removing gum. And at some point next year, I'm going to have to get an implant because I had like a piece of a tooth for like 12, 13 years. And they finally told me before I started Invisalign that I had to get that removed. So I'm technically missing a tooth altogether. So the whole implant thing, I got to go in a couple of weeks and talk to a specialist about that. And if I do that, it's going to take a few months. There's just a lot of stuff here to break down, and I'll talk about all of that more potentially in another video. I don't know if I'll be doing an Invisalign like full update video for a while because I got a lot of other videos to make, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update with that. Overall, Invisalign is great. I'm still glad that I did it. I am shocked that it's even worked in the way that it has, but there are still some issues and it's not over with yet. So that's basically the update for Invisalign. I think those are all the updates that I wanted to tell you. I have so much stuff to do. Again, I can't believe there's only 2 weeks left of the year. And there's stuff that I told you about that I need to do. There's other things outside of work and school and career and everything else that I need to work on. I really try hard not to bring a whole lot of baggage and a whole lot of like prior tasks from the last year into the new year. It's going to be unavoidable in some situations, but for the most part, I just have a lot of work to do. So I'm going to get back to doing that. I will try to give you guys some more update videos. Sorry I haven't done many, but those are my updates for now. So until my next video, you guys take care.